है कि हिला लो, ये तो हिलेगा तो उड़ा ही जाएगा।
इधर बहुत सारे चार्जर चालू बैठे हैं पीछे।
These guys have been trying very hard for the last 1 hour just to connect this Wi-Fi. So, this is how it was. Let's start off. So, good morning, all.
गुड मॉर्निंग।
Okay, let's start again.
ये पिन का
Good morning, all.
गुड मॉर्निंग।
So, welcome to the very first session of 2026 on UiPath Free Play and Conversational AI. How many of you have made this New Year resolution that you will learn something new?
तो साथ किसका रिजोल्यूशन है कुछ नया लर्न करेगा।
Like now you can check that box. We have got something for the next session. And those of you who are joining us for the very first time, this is our AVA webinar. You can scan this QR code and you get connected with us. The thing here is we will be using this
सुन भी नहीं रहा।
for this session. It is a hands-on demo.
सौरभ लग रहा है इसके अंदर इसे देखिए नहीं लग रहा।
नहीं, यहाँ पे समझ रहा हूँ ये हिल रहा है इसलिए मैंने ज़्यादा ट्राई भी नहीं किया।
Prerequisite document that's basically in that. If you have
गुड जॉब।
all the documents including
कौन हुआ?
within that. So just make sure guys,
स्कैन करना है।
ये ग्रुप है, ग्रुप में होते नहीं ऐसे
how many of you are attending this webinar?
बैंड।
ठीक है।
बेसिकली जो भी इवेंट्स होते हैं, कोई इन्फॉर्मेशन देते
Everyone
हैं
scan this QR code? All done?
मैं लिंक भेज दूँगा। मुझे नंबर दे दो।
So let me just introduce myself. I guess I've met most of them. I will check that. So my name is Manoj Batra. Currently I'm working with one of the largest banks in the UK, the RBI and Analytics domain. Talking about my total experience, it is something around 15 years.
इससे चलिए।
So again, talking about my UiPath experience, I've been associated with UiPath community for the last 7 or 8 years. If you follow the Instagram, you must see that I made a lot of, sorry.
Yeah. Can't hear you clearly, Manoj.
Mic volume. Okay. Is it better now? Yes. So I was just saying that I started my UiPath journey somewhere in late 2018, 2019. Since then, I've been associated with this community. If I talk about my journey with UiPath, so I have gone a couple of hackathons. I won 7. Along with that, I'm also speaker at various events like DevCon, these offline events as well. Plus, I do write blogs and on agentic AI and whatever latest stuff that comes to the market. Plus, I have not so active, but I have one YouTube channel as well. Most of the time. It could be a quiz. Yeah. Obviously, we have a quiz at the end as well. So that's about me. And if you want, we can also get the example for video as well. And next, I like to thank this Wi-Fi connection plus hosting us here for giving us this space. So thank you actually for that. Okay. So as you already know that when we do this event, we also throw some kind of a challenges or quizzes too. So the first challenge for you here is you need to post something on LinkedIn tagging of the UiPath community and all the speakers. I guess people will share all the handles in the WhatsApp group for all the speakers. So whatever you learn or whatever is your experience, you can post it on LinkedIn now. And those, I guess we will pick a top 3 or top 2. I'm not sure about the numbers, but obviously there's some goodies for you. screenshot winner. So the people with most likes or most comments would obviously get some goodies at the end of this session only. Yeah, good post. Don't write shit. And next, obviously, we have quiz for you. So you just need to scan this QR code on menti.com, which is 7442922. Yeah, you need to scan it now. Guys, do this scan.
इसी में समझ आता है क्विज में मेंटी
Number is 7442922.
कौन से कैमरा कौन से कैमरा करंट
We have got 90 people, right? 91. Are you guys all done? Okay. So should we move to our first question now?
मेंटी.com
So the question is, what's the current level of exposure or experience with concepts like agentic AI, MCP, or conversational agents? This means the same way the interview game, whatever experience.
7442922.
बिगिनर ही है सब
Okay, so that's an expertise. Great. So I can see that most of people are either into this bigger category or this intermediate category. Moving on to the next question, guys, which is, what is your expectation from this session?
ज़्यादा ही था पिज़्ज़ा लंच मैं पिज़्ज़ा लंच में लिखा किसी ने गुडीज चाय मल्टीपल वैसे बना सकते हैं पिज़्ज़ा
एक्चुअली ये जो मेंटी.com है ना जैसे क्विजेस होती है लास्ट में क्विज होती है ये सेशन होता है लास्ट में जो फास्ट करेगा उसको विनर होता है उसको ये वो
अच्छा
learning new skills. Today's team. So many okay, pizza. Yeah, we have something for you. And then, I'm not sure whether it is going to be pizza, burger, or samosa. Maybe you can ask Sahil. He's the one who's arranging all this. You can blame Sahil for that. But it's good to know that you are most of you are here for learning and what it is learning pizza as well. Thank you for that. So moving to the slides. So here's the agenda for this event. Getting started, I guess we already started this event that week. And then we have a very good, wonderful session on UiPath screenplay from Deepak. And then Umesh and Paresh will talk more on a new feature which is being introduced by UiPath called Conversational Agent. So there will be a hands-on demo as well. And for that, Surani has already shared a document with you all who have registered for this event. And if you haven't got a chance to see that document, then maybe we can also share that into the same CVNCR WhatsApp group just now, so that you can also get prepared yourself for this demo. And after that, we have Satish who will talk about the new releases and you can ask many questions. So this is a Q&A session with Satish right there. And last, we again have a quiz, and I want to talk about UiPath community, the various products that we have, and we'll also distribute all these goodies only to the winners. So with that, I just pass it to Deepak for this demo on screen.
Hi everyone. Am I audible at the back? Yes. Energy समय अभी तो है ना? Great. So before starting, let me just tell you like, what are your expectations from screenplay? What do you think it is? What any idea? किसी को भी कुछ भी vague idea, कुछ भी किसने पढ़ा हो, कोई blog पढ़ा हो, कुछ भी. What is it?
It can mimic human action.
Okay, can mimic human action. Okay, anybody else? Anybody else want to? Ganesh?
It's kind of UI automation.
Sorry?
It's kind of UI automation that we can do.
Mic.
It's a UI automation that we can do it from prompt.
Okay, great. So this is the basic idea. So most of you know, like when we started with automation, how the journey started. Only few products were there. Like Manoj Bhai talked, like he started working in RK like in 2018. So we'll take from that journey how the automation started and at what point we are now, and then we'll see how screenplay is evolving and the process how we are automating. So just myself, I'm Deepak. I work as a senior RP developer at FCM Travel, and yeah, that's it. And I'm also the chapter lead for Delhi NCR community. So if you want to be a speaker in our next session, or you want to do a virtual event, any kind of thing, just let me know. We can arrange that too. So how the journey started? So back to 2018 when Manoj Bhai started, there were only few products, like only RPA processes was there and orchestrator and robots. Only few things were there. Then with time things evolved and then comes the intelligent area where we have that document understanding, computer vision, and these kind of things came in the picture. And again when 2024 came the agentic era, when we started using LLM, generating AI in our processes, we have the agent builder in that, and things like that came in. UiPath also came in the picture. Autopilot, where we can manage everything in that area. Then now comes 2025 end. 2026 has started, but we are still at 2025 end, where the end-to-end orchestration part started with Maestro, where you can use everything in that and make a complete end-to-end orchestration process. And then now the screenplay offering which we are talking about also comes under agentic and orchestration part, because in this screenplay we can work with the agentic type, but we can optimize it better when we are using it with orchestration. So we'll see that how we can do that, what kind of scenarios are there, we can talk about orchestration, we'll talk to that. But screenplay is the latest addition in the agentic era, which is also called UI agents. So kind of an agent working for you, which is working on UI interfaces. So how UI automation just got an upgrade with that? Because how many of you have worked on UI automations? All of you? What are the issues that you have faced? Anybody wants to talk about that? What are the issues?
Selectors.
Selector failures. Main issue is that file selector is failing. Anybody wants to talk about that? File is not okay. The change, website changing. Anybody else? Any other unexpected pop-ups? System latency. These kind of issues too. So those kinds of issues were failing because when we were building the UI automation, you remember we were taking the selector, we indicate the selector and take the selector of that certain area in that, and we have like AA name, and everything is that in the selector. So with that, it is directly picking that element. But if the button changes, even at a certain point or 5 pixels right, 5 pixels left, selector will fail. So now with agentic era, we can do that. So these are all the things that you were also talking about. The brittle selectors, selectors change often, and the constant breakage, the maintenance time is increases when you are when your process is going live and you are working running on production. Am I audible now?
Yes.
So brittle selectors are changing, constant breaking. You have to, if it is running in production, you have to take it down, you have to make changes and then go back again, push it to production. There's a lot of time in that maintenance. You can't directly push everything to production. You have to test it again and again. The time is increasing in that. So this is the money part saving, is why we are automating this, because we are saving money. So with that, the time increase and the money becomes less, the saving becomes less. And also the complex workaround. So you must have seen scenarios where you have pop-ups. So to handle that, you have taken workarounds of things. For example, you have using hotkeys to make changes in that, to go to that certain area, and then using other workarounds on top of that. So those kind of things also makes your complex logic. So these are the main issues. So now, what is the solution for that? So think of it like everybody uses Instagram. So Instagram changed one button from here to here. You must have seen that now they have changed few buttons. So what did you do? You just saw that this button is from here and now it is here. So you just click that. So how we can apply that in our automations? If the button is not here at that point, it is here. So how can you make that? Because now with agent we can do that, because agent is thinking like us. So it can calculate like that button we want to click. For example, if we are downloading something, the download button was on the top earlier and now it is at the bottom. So the download button is still there, but the location has changed. As a human, we know that the button is changed from the top and came to the bottom. But as a UI automation, we won't be able to work on that. So with agents, we can do that because it can think, it can analyze the whole screen and see that this point is not here at the bottom right now. So from complex code to simple English. So this is you must have seen this screen when you are building automation. So this is the selector that we have. This is the selector that we have, and you must have seen when you write your code, everybody tells you no hard-coded values in your code. So this is also kind of hard-coded values that you are putting in your code. So with the new screenplay package, you can just tell the process in English, so plain English, that this is the process it has to do, and then it can work dynamically. In this, we are not passing any kind of hard-code values, for example, like no kind of selector, what is the position, and what is the CSS selector here, what is the aliens. Basic things we are not telling it, we are just telling what we have to do, and it can make sense of it and then work on that. Everybody is taking pictures, so yeah, go ahead. So how it is a strategic leap forward in this? So what changes if we try to use this? Is this only a developer experience? Are we only improving the experience of a developer when we are using screenplay? No. So the total cost of ownership reduces. So let's just say a production process is running, and if it is not not coming back to you again for changes and then again old testing cycle is not happening. So the time that it is running in production increases and the cost saving increases. So that is the main advantage of it, because developer is not going again and again to make changes, that he can work on another automation and he can see what is the complex task that he wants to work on. The development barrier. So earlier, like for citizen developer and business person who are not much experience in UiPath, they don't know how to make selectors dynamic and things. It reduces the barrier for other people to join, because they know the business, like how the platform is working, where they have to go to make certain changes in the process. But they know the process, but they don't know how to make selectors dynamic, if IDX needs to be included or not. Because earlier in the start we used to think we should not include IDX in our code, but when we move forward, we have seen scenarios where IDX is required sometimes. It's non-inevitable, so we have to have that. So that kind of things we get to know through experience. But with that, it is not the business users can automatically automate that. So it reduces the barrier of them to work on those things. Third is, if you are not working on the same task again and again, you can pick up new tasks, and there are some tasks which were inevitable in previous times. Like the platform is changing a lot, like the platform that you have in your own organization that changes on the business requirement. Every time the business changes any kind of requirement, the process changes. So you have to make changes in the code again. So now that kind of process can be automated, because it is now working. The process has to be defined. The prompt that we are providing to the screenplay, that has to be defined. Other than that, it can work. If the button is going right, left, up, down, it doesn't matter. Then it can handle that. So that's kind of infeasible task. You can start working on that now. So how to use that actually? So it's not recommended that you just that you have a process of 50 steps, for example. You just take a screenplay activity and just do that. Because it also consumes agentic unit as well. Because at the back end, it is also calling LLM models. So for that, it is not feasible, or it is not best practice to do the whole process in that. You have to make a kind of a model in which you are using everything that is best suited for that. So you have to think of a traditional automation way, like the scenarios which will stay similar and things like that, you can use traditional RPA for that, where APIs can be implemented, use APIs, where agents can be implement agents in that, and where the things are complex, which are changing day in, day night out, then use the screenplay part. So whole of combined orchestration of that is the future of where the automation is evolving. So you have to think in a way you are also because the main purpose of automation is to save money. So how will you save money if you are only consuming agentic units? Because agentic units are not cheap. It will take some money off your account. So you have to think of a way where you are saving money, not spending money on units rather than doing on things. Okay, so there are two paths to get started. So one is upgrading the existing automation. So just review the process that are running in production. Just analyze the error logs, at what point it is failing, pinpoint that area where it is failing again and again, and then just replace that step with screenplay rather than changing the whole again. And the second part is starting fresh. So for example, if you have a new process, you want to start on that, you can start with that. But the main point to think in that is, don't put everything in a single form. So the screenplay activity we have, you can put like 50 steps in that, but it's not feasible to do that. It is not a best practice to do that. You have to divide the process in parts and then do that. For example, let's just say that process has 50 steps. So you can't just add 50 actions to be performed in a single activity, because for example, if it failed at like 10th activity and you have to retry that 10th part, so it will completely retry the actions from one, because it is in a single part. So you have to keep in mind that divide in parts, make process gradually, like it is divided in smaller parts so that you can have a better control on your process. That would be the approach. So how to identify the screenplay candidates? So you must, go ahead.
How is screenplay different than
I have that part. To cover your point, I can start it here. So auto heal is just a patch. The healing agent, it's a patch when it is running in production phase, but if you know, it doesn't know the process. The process that you have to execute, healing agent doesn't know that. It only knows the selector of that certain area that you have working on. It tries to find the alternative of that, but if it doesn't find that, it will fail. But healing, the screenplay, you are telling the complete process in that. Like you have to go to this website, type a username, type password, and then do that. So it knows the proper context what you are doing.
But objective of both approaches are the same, right?
Right.
If there is a selector which is something
Right. Right. Right.
What is the cost difference between both these?
So the screenplay parts consume, it depends on the model in screenplay. So if you have a basic model, it consumes 0.25 something per run, and if it is a 0.5 per run, and if it is a standard model like ChatGPT 5, it consumes 1 unit, and in that also is 1 unit
So
per action.
So essentially, if I use screenplay, it can be cheaper too.
Right? It can be cheaper. But I think is that probably in future they can merge that. But I think I'm not sure what they are gonna do. But in my opinion, if they can merge both of them, and that can be that can be. So screenplay candidates can be legacy applications. You must have used legacy applications that are on VDI, those green screen applications. If you have used that, so that can be a starting point for you all, because those kind of applications always have a level selector. So you can start with that. The tame dynamics application. So for in any of where you are working, there must be few applications that are built in-house, and that may change according to the requirement of the business. In my organization also, I've seen few applications that are built in-house, and if certain business wants to work in a different way, they change the requirement. And sometimes I've seen the application change like in weeks. Like yes, today I have built the process. Yes, a week after they have changed the rules so that things have changed in that application. So that kind of applications and area that can be a starting point. And third would be the accelerating the citizen developer. So in that also, like just we talked about in the start. So if a business person wants to automate something, so you can empower them to work on that. So because it's lowering the barrier to automate things. So if they know the process, they can just go to the screenplay and just make the prompt on that and try it if it's working, and then they can start working on that. How to access screenplay? So it is also available in community, and you get 500 screenplay run per month in community, and it is also available in the enterprise one. So you have for enterprise, you have to check with your UiPath manager, technical manager who you have been in your organization, so they can help you out. So for screenplay, there is an add-on required, screenplay add-on. You have to add that to your licensing pack, and the second part is the units, agentic units. Just like those, there are different types of models that are present in UiPath screenplay right now. Some are the basic model like GPT Mini, I can't remember the name. Yeah, and there are a lot of models. So depends on that. There are different charges: 0.5 for the basic one and 1 unit for the standard ones. So you can see that if you go to the UiPath docs portal, you can see in depth what are the licensing costs and things in that. Now, how to get started? So your studio version should be 24.10 and above, and UI activity package should be 25.10.5 and above. In that you can, if you don't have that package, you can just upgrade your studio, upgrade your UiPath studio package, and then you can start working on that. You'll see your activity. I'll show you like how in studio looks, and in Studio Web also you have to enable the automation ops policy for your account, and actions you have in governance policy you have to enable that. This is the basic setup, nothing else required. You must have units to run that. That is the so now the best practices of building screenplay. So just like we told, how to target fragile automation first. So the areas where the automation is failing a lot, target that first, because that process is completely built right now and it is failing at a certain point, not the whole process is failing. So you have to keep in mind, like if it is failing at a certain point, target that first and then work on other processes. Second is build granular focused action. So just like that example we told earlier, if you have 50 actions, don't put 50 actions in one activity. Divide them in certain steps. It would be easy for you to manage all those things easily, and it would be better control for you. Use control agency. Don't use screenplay for everything. Mix it with traditional RPA, APIs, agents. Use Maestro if required, but mix it with things, because only screenplay will consume more units. But if you have traditional RPA, APIs automation in mix for the process that you know will not be changing, for that areas you can use the traditional RPA. Balance accuracy, cost and speed. So you have to make a balance. between the accuracy, whatever process you are doing, you should be accurate. The cost should be the main point that you should consider, because automation that we are doing is to save money. If we are consuming a lot of units in a single process, it will not make sense, because the business can do it manually if the cost is more than that thing that they want. Now let's do a quick demo. Hello? So I have not made a complex logic here. It is a simple process. So this is the activity. So firstly, let's see what the studio version that already should be enabled, and the UI path activity, UI automation activity package that you have to keep in mind. After that, when you go to activities, you can see this. You can see this screenplay. So the screenplay activity will be enabled for you, and you can just drag it as a normal activity that you do. Use it inside the scope, because it is a UI automation activity, so have to use the scope of application. Then I have just indicated here the calculator and gap here, and inside I have added a screenplay. So in this, what I have given the prompt. Let me just zoom it a bit. So I'll tell you. I have added the prompt here in the calculator app. Yeah. Zoom only run. मैं बता रहा हूँ prompt क्या है. So I have added the prompt in the calculator app. Make calculation of 5 plus 10 and extract the output. So just basic prompt. You can test it on your own. This is a basic prompt. This may not be the best prompt, but you can try and analyze on your own what works for you. I have given the basic prompt in the calculator app. Add 5 plus 10 and extract the output. So let's see how it does. The calculator here. Let's see. Just click 5. Yes. It's slow right now, but it works fast. I can tell you. Oh, it's a bit slow than that. I will say that. Few milliseconds, I would say. Not much. Yeah, something like that. It's a basic example. You have to try it on your own, how it works on your application. The prompt is the key in this. You have to make the prompt better so that it can understand what is happening. So you have to try a few things. I'll just tell you a few things which are in the activities. You can try it. Right. No, I don't think so. Right. Yeah, that is right.
नेविगेट करने के लिए वेरी वन ऑफ द थिंग्स ऊपर मतलब ये वाला
What is that?
नहीं उसने वही तो दिखाया कि बस आपको स्क्रीन लेने स्टार्ट और अपने आप को लिख दिया फॉर्म लिख दिया उसमें कि क्या क्या
25 to 10 something. I will share it. It is the same. Packaging normal your activity package to use. Your version. Nothing else. You just have to upgrade it to the latest one. I'll share that again when we are ready. Yeah, modern. The classic is ready.
बट इससे ना एक ड्रॉबैक मुझे लगता है कि अब जैसे चैट उसमें जो डाला है तब मैं तुम्हारा वो चीज़ हट गई।
enable that. So right now it is only completely available, but for that there is a limited coverage.
जैसे ऑटो पायलट है उसमें जैसे कोड लिख के उसको बना देते हैं।
It may not give you completely, but in the enterprise you have to add on packing and have the
पायलट है
agentic
ना
itself. There is another way
किसी को सुना
to buy the agentic units. You can just buy the add-on.
लोगों की
You
डिपेंड
can
से
make
बढ़
your own
जाएगी।
model. If you have your own model,
नॉलेज तो बिल्कुल जीरो हो जाएगी।
लेकिन इसकी डिपेंडेंसी यूनिट्स में यूज कंज्यूम
and then you can add your own model and
वो तो कोई कॉम्प्लेक्स हो कोई बड़ा हो
Hello,
तो
hello,
हम कर
everyone.
सकते हैं।
Back here. Any questions? Yeah.
Can the prompt be made configurable?
Yeah. You can do that. Like prompt, you can do anything. You can try with. I have tried with Chat GPT. Like I have asked you to give me a prompt to tell this, and it works. So you can try that too. And you can also pass variables into that. For example, there is a certain value which is coming from certain arguments or some variables. You can directly add that in the prompt, and it will take that.
And is there a way to bifurcate the consumption of platform units or agent units as to what screenplay is using or my agentic process is using? Is there a
We
way?
can use that in insights. You can get that idea in insights. Yep.
Is there any prompt?
Not exactly. So, what UiPath tells is you can do 1 to 100 actions in one screenplay, but it's not recommended. I would recommend to not use that much, but there's no limit as of now. You can tell the complete process too.
एक स्क्रीन के लिए मैं सर
So you can bring your own models. For example, if you have any kind of model in your own organization, you can go to UiPath admin orchestrator and you set that active. There is an AFR trust, AI trust there. You can add your model there, and through that you can use it. You can just have to select the model. Whenever you add that, your model will come here. You select that, and it will not consume any kind of agentic units from UiPath.
तो दिसंबर में हो जाना चाहिए हो गया
हाँ इसमें लिखा था शो किया था उसने कि दिसंबर में हो चुका है
Yes, yes, it was. I tried that in SAP.
And does it work with Citrix admin as well?
Yes, it works. Because it is working on CV basically. So for Citrix and everything, CV works
ये तो
better.
स्टैटस
So you can do that.
स्टैटस नहीं बनते उसमें
उसके लिए तो सीवी क्लिक वगैरह
Right.
कहीं ना कहीं इसका ड्रॉबैक तो कंट्रोल
पोस्ट आ गई
I would say don't add like there is one pop-up. Don't add handle pop-ups.
नहीं वो तो प्रोडक्ट
That way it can handle better pop-up.
आगे हो सकता है कि कहीं फेल हो जाएगी
तो ट्रायल
Right. It will make try to read that. It will try to read that. But if it pop-ups like you want to save it, yes, that kind of pop-up, it can see that. But the decision-making part, you have to tell it. If this comes, then do that. Because it is a AI, it doesn't know the process actually, but the business wants. You have to guide it in the prompt. If you can like this kind of pop-ups, then you can add proper description in the prompt if you want. It will work better in that way. Kind of ChatGPT, we are using ChatGPT, you have to tell the proper syntax and then work with that. Yeah.
मैंने चैट जीपीटी ही है पायलट है जेमिनी है ज़ूम दिमाग यूज़ करने के फिर इस पे ही
चीज़ नहीं सही लगती मुझे
चैट जीपीटी के आने से आने से समाने से भी लोग ऐसे ही करते हैं
अब जैसे नहीं पहले तो अब वो जैसे इसमें ऑटो पायलट अगर फिक्स कर देता है वो ऑटोमेटिकली पर पहले तो नहीं था
लिक्विड से कम हो गया ट्रेडिशनल मतलब वो है कि सारा जेन ए टूल
स्मार्ट बनो ये सीधा सीधा
का बच्चा कॉलेज का बच्चा भी सीख जाता है उससे
That like I have a different demo slide.
इतने शॉर्टकट आ रहे हैं इनका कोई काम नहीं है हाँ
I created a Python
अरे हाँ वो तो है ना बैग तो वही है देखो ये काम करेगी हाँ
Yeah, okay.
मैं तो भूल गई थी मेरे को काम नहीं लोग करना चाहते
So there are two ways to do that. You can either have retry of the screenplay activity itself, or you can even use that in the prompt. So I have tried one scenario where it is failing at a certain point with prompt 2, like the website was something working. I have tried to give it in a prompt 2, that try this again if not works. That kind of things have worked.
मैंने देखा है
Yeah, you can add it in the page for this period and then the public comment.
सीक्वेंस में बनवा वो तो पहले से था।
You can ask it to wait for this to happen and then kind of inside the prompt it is a one execution. Because even if there are 10 actions in that, it has one for one and it has failed, and you are retrying another execution. Because it is single.
तो इसमें स्क्रीन आई थिंक फोल्डर की देनी पड़ेगी
इसके लिए मतलब अभी तो यूआई के लिए मेनली तो यूआई के लिए
You can see this drop down model. In this, we select the model. So whatever model is
को यूज़ कर सकते हैं।
show here inside your own model that is also
मैंने देखता हूँ तो पायलट क्या कर रहा है
photo orchestrator. In the end, there is a AI first layer. In that you can add it.
साथ के साथ वो बना के दे रहा
You can also use that for autopilot. Okay, we'll see one more demo. In that I have added variables in that. You can see I have, let me just load my Python app. This is a small app that I have created. It is I'm just entering the name, product name and quantity. So just a basic app to show you. So in this you have to add three things and I have given the prompt like enter the customer name from name. Even the name in the application is password name, but I have given the prompt like enter the name from variable name. Let me explain that. It's not, I'm not able to do it, but I have added enter the customer name from name variable, enter the product name from the product name variable, and quantity from the quantity variable. I have given that in variables and I'm just trying to execute.
वहाँ पे मुझे लगता है काफ़ी स्लो हुआ है जब होता है ना कि
पर
वेबसाइट
उस
पे
पर बोलेंगे क्या हमें पॉपअप ही नहीं पता तो हम उस पर क्या बोलेंगे यस नो कैसे क्या क्लिक करेंगे
मतलब वही है ना कि या तो हमें कुछ ना कुछ हमें आइडेंटिफाई करना पड़ेगा उसमें कुछ ना कुछ अगर आता है कभी कभी जो आता है
उस जगह कर सकते हैं जैसे यूँ भी नहीं होता कि कभी भी आ जाता है स्क्रीन
हाँ उसके लिए ऐसा
पॉपअप ही आएगा इस स्क्रीन पे कब टाइम आ जाए
Entering the details.
अभी तो पहले
This is just a basic example. In this scenario, I'll change the name from quantity. You can have some other business name that kind of. Because now here I use password name. I can use customer name, full name, whatever kind of name is present in there or kind of different scenario. Or even the submit order button. I can put here, or at the top somewhere. It will work. So it is working on that prompt. It is analyzing that part using the computer vision to understand that area and then working on that. Any doubts with this? Let's just go back to slides. Okay. I think I'm done with my part. If you have any questions, I'll be here. You can ask me at any time and I'll hand it over to you guys.
So the first part is that we have, as here. Do you want to take a break or we will continue?
एनर्जी है ना सबकी अभी भी थोड़ा एनर्जी दिखा दो एक बार पैस के लिए स्टार्टिंग से पहले Hello. Hello.
देखिए
Everyone. So we are seeing I am in Faiz and I'm working with the Silicon partner as RPA project lead and I'm also the UI partner. And I'm having 12 years of experience. I have started my journey as a system administrator and a cybersecurity professional. Then I moved into the UI part back in 2019. Until then I'm working on the UI part technology. And myself and Umesh both have participated in the hackathon together for past 4 years, and we are the champion in 2022, 2023, 2024, and we are the top 10 in 2025. And yeah, thank you. So with me, my colleague Umesh is here.
Hi everyone. Am I audible? Yes. Hi. So my name is Umesh and I'm currently working as a lead solution architect with Dentsu. And I see a lot of familiar faces here and really nice to see you. So in today's session, basically myself and Faiz will be covering the MCP server, how MCP servers are used in agentic automation and conversational agents. Right? So I think we can start. Right?
Yeah.
So talking about the agenda, so we'll be going through these. So we'll be building real-time web applications using UiPath apps. So I hope you are familiar with UiPath apps. Have you worked on UiPath apps by yourself? Have you created dashboards or UiPath? So, okay. Can you raise your hand once? I just want to see how many of you have experience. Good. Okay. So we'll be using UiPath apps basically to build real-time web applications, and we will be using conversation agents within UiPath apps. We will also be designing an MCP server. We'll try to explain you in simpler terms what MCP server is, because I think it's a relatively newer term. Not all of you might be aware like what MCP is, how we can utilize that, what's the benefit of using MCP server. So like, anyone of you tried MCP server? Like, have you tried building MCP server or know at least what it does? Do you know what MCP server is? Anyone? No? Yeah. What it does, I mean. Okay. So we'll try to explain this in very simpler terms so that you understand it, and when you go back to your work, right? So you understand what MCP server is and how you can utilize this when you build automations using agents. Right? And then we will cover conversational AI agents as well, as we discussed, right? The MCP server that we will build, as well as the UiPath apps web application. And then we'll also have some demo for you. We'll try to help you build a demo as well, if possible. And we'll also discuss deployment strategies, best practices, and licensing overview of time permits. Right? So I think we're good. So starting with UiPath apps. So since some of you have already worked on UiPath apps, so it's a platform provided by UiPath. So it's a part of UiPath product family where you can build web applications using drag and drop activities, as well as you can use low code. You can build your custom HTML, CSS, and JavaScript code as well to build a very beautiful web page. And then you can also integrate your existing workflows that are deployed in your orchestrator. You can use integration service. You can use data fabric. So within UiPath, you have different features, right? You know workflows, right? You deploy robots to orchestrator. You deploy, you have integration service as well. You have data fabric or data service, right, where you store the data. So UiPath apps has a capability to interact with all of these other UiPath features, and then you can build a dashboard, right, which is a UI. But in the back end, everything is happening through processes, agents, data fabric, right, and integration service. So all of them. So we'll show you a quick demo as well how you can build UiPath apps quickly. So it's a low code and no code platform. So over to Faiz.
Yeah, thank you so much.
prerequisites as well, so that has been shared on the WhatsApp group of Delhi NCR, and some of you might have received from community as well, UiPath community via email. If not, you can check with your person sitting next to you if they have, or if you need any help, just raise your hands. We'll be able to help you.
ट्राई करिए मैंने भेज दिया
कर लिया
इसमें जितने भी इवेंट्स होते हैं क्रेडिट होते हैं
So UiPath apps also has a very good feature. Basically, so since you build a process right within your orchestrator, right, once you deploy it, it can be used within that organization, right. You cannot expose that process outside of your organization, right. But using UiPath apps, you have an option to make your application public using a public URL that can be accessed outside of UiPath as well. So in the backend, processes and everything else is residing in your organization, but your front end can be exposed to public if you use public URLs. Right? You can still use your existing automations and build a full end-to-end applications using UiPath apps.
मुश्किल से 20-25 मिनट कैसे शुरू है
11:30 बजे इन्होंने बोला कि हो गया कनेक्शन 12:30 भी नहीं हुआ।
2 बजे तक कनेक्शन
नहीं अभी जल्दी रैपअप कर रहा है लग रहा है जब तो स्लो चलती है ना जल्दी रैपअप कर रहा है
The also
बंद कर कुछ पता चल रहा है हाँ ये बहुत स्लो
नंबर चेंज किया
क्योंकि मैं अभी भी एग्जीक्यूट हो रहा है टाइम
बना लिया
टाइम बहुत लग रहा है
चलने में
चल तो रहा है फ्री चल रहा
यूनिट्स
मैं
कंज्यूम
कह
कर
रही हूँ
रहा
चलने
है
में टाइम
कौन सा कम्युनिटी बनाई है
है आरएसटी ग्लोबल
you already worked on the UiPath apps. So maybe you are familiar with the UiPath Studio as well. How many of you are aware about the UiPath Studio? Did you get the chance to
Studio
create
Web
any
na?
apps with the help of Studio Web? Few of them. So today we will leverage the UiPath Studio Web order to create the UiPath apps. First thing, you need to log into the orchestrator and you need to select this UiPath Studio. Once you are done, you will land on this page. If you are new to this page and you create a project, I already have created your project as a solution, so it is
अभी तो मैं
written
कर रही
here.
हूँ ना इसको explore.
In order to create the new app, that is UiPath apps, you need to select the UiPath apps here. Maybe you can follow along with me if you want to create the same application, but I am into building. So you have seen like you all are working on this UiPath, so you are aware about the autopilots, and you need to enable this autopilot like
यहाँ पे है.
Deepak said. You need to go to the AI sector and you need to enable the autopilot for the dedicated tenants, right? Then you can have this autopilot feature into the UiPath apps and UiPath conversational agent and integration services. Wherever we have the UiPath autopilot capabilities, first thing you need to go to enable the autopilot through the AI trust layer for the dedicated tenant. Once you are done, you will see the features with the help of autopilot. You can create the application. Just need to pass the prompt. So UiPath, you can create the UiPath apps with different ways. First way I would like to share with you here. You need to type the prompt, and it will automatically create the application for you. But the prompt should be precise. And writing the prompt will require some expertise. Like you need to be prompt engineer. So in the agentic era or the chatbot era, we have the LLM models called ChatGPT, Gemini. So don't be a prompt engineer. Just write one prompt and ask them. So define the rule for the ChatGPT. You are my prompt engineer. You have to write the prompt for this and this. It will automatically create the prompt, and you can also concise the prompt for 100 words, 200 and 500 words. I will showcase you. I will create a HTML, CSS, JavaScript app with the help of ChatGPT. So I will guide the ChatGPT as a prompt engineer. As a software developer, it will create the entire HTML, CSS, JavaScript code, and then we can leverage the same code to the UiPath ecosystem. So here itself we have the autopilot, and if you want to create the applications, so you need to pass the prompt here. Keep it simple. Let's see how it will create the forms in order to submit the feedback. So it will leverage the UiPath autopilot, and it will create the form. How fast it is, you can see it has created the UiPath form, and it also have added a few details what I have provided in the prompt. That is, create a prompt for the UiPath LENCR event feedback. You can see the feedback forms is here. So here are a few details. I just written a one-liner prompt. You can see. So you need to enter the name, event date, email ID, and feedback. So you can leverage this form later. This is the one way how you can create the apps with the help of autopilot. The another way is
create a form for UiPath Delhi NCR event feedback.
जितने भी हम इसमें यूज़ कर रहे हैं इसके यूनिट्स कंज्यूम हो रहे हैं बैकएंड में.
अभी तो लोड कर रहा है ये यहाँ पे
नहीं अभी मैंने लिखा था अपनी पेज के कुछ
Delhi NCR
इवेंट.
alright. The another way is to, if you have the wireframe, the document file, so it can be PDF, it can be images. So with the help of this feature, you can upload the file from your computer, and it will automatically create the UiPath application. This is the other way, and the UiPath itself having these pre-built templates. You feel free to choose any of the template-based features tested for your requirements, what you are going to build. So let me choose this one, or maybe this one.
ऑप्शंस जो डालने हैं वो
You
फाइल
can
में डाल के भी
adjust
कर सकते
this
हैं.
application, and we have this control option. Left, you will see all the controls are there. So as this session is more focused on the conversational AI agent, so we are going to leverage the UiPath apps in order to build the UI so that you can interact with your agents, interact with your MCP server, interact with your processes. So that's the reason we are using the UiPath app, but it is not limited for the UiPath applications. You can even utilize the other applications, other web applications to embed your agent, that is conversational AI, and I will showcase you how you can do it. So, like I have created this application with pre-built template. So there we have one control called iframe.
रिसर्च का पैटर्न कैसा है?
ये यहाँ पे है और एक
You need to drag and drop it here. So like I said, myself and Umesh has started the hackathon back in 2022. So at that time, there is no conversational agent was there in the UiPath ecosystem. So we have utilized the Druid AI chatbot. So we hosted the chatbot into the Druid AI system. Then we have utilized the same chatbot into this UiPath app back in 2022. With the help of these tools called iframe, we have integrated a machine into this iframe. And the only thing we need to provide the source URL or your agent endpoint. So currently we already have deployed one agent. Let me go back to the agent section.
यहाँ पे हम वो डिफाइन भी कर सकते हैं इस यूआर पे क्लिक करके ले सकते हैं
एजेंट पे क्या करना है?
And then we have a few of the agents we already have deployed in Code, Chatbot, Zomato Wrapper, and we have Microsoft Learn MCP agent, that is the conversational agent you can see here. Let me show how you can embed this agent into the UiPath apps. So let me select any of the agent. So once you are on this deployment agent, you will see you can chat with your agent, and this agent will return the unique ID for this agent. This is needed in order to embed the UiPath with UiPath iframes control. This is the format you need to provide to the iframe. So this is already have written in the UiPath documentation section. So you can go to the UiPath conversation agent under the docs.uipath.com. There you will find all these details, how you can prepare this URL. So let me show you like how you can navigate to the UiPath documentation section as well. So once I scroll down, so there we are options for the embedding. Here, if you can see, so you need to navigate to the docs.uipath.com. So, are you guys having the access to these documentations? Are you following your RTC? Are you able to create the UiPath application? Application.
You are part of it.
ये कितना गया है यहाँ पे से ये बात डॉक्यूमेंटेशन conversation
Agents.
agent
टीम्स कैसे कैसे कनेक्ट करने हैं वो भी ये बताएगा इसमें अगर मैं जाऊँ ऑलरेडी बनाऊँ बेसिकली मुझे लगता है इसके साथ हुआ कि हमें इंटीग्रेट करना है जैसे टीम्स में हमें जैसे मैसेज भेजना है या करना है इंटीग्रेट करके वी कैन सेंड
ये मुझे ये भी तो सारा टीम्स के थ्रू करना होता है टीम्स पे नहीं होता कि फाइल रिसीव
Automate होता है।
और वो हो गया ना जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल अगर एक HR में मिले इंटरव्यू देने का हो गया
वो टीम्स में मैसेज भेजता है
This is the UiPath official documentation, and this endpoint, how you can format the endpoint in order to embed your agent to the UiPath apps. So once we are done, I already have created one agent. So I'm just going to copy this file and paste it here, and we can copy it from here. And we already have created one apps. So let me go back to the app sections. We have created this app with the help of template, and we just added the iframe. The next thing, you have to provide this value. Open the expression, and you can provide it.
कहाँ से मिलेगी वैसे अच्छा स्टूडियो में चला गया
Yes. Once you are done, you need to adjust the property of this iframe.
इसमें
Go to
templates
the
use
style
किए हैं
sections,
अभी
adjust the property from here.
हम कस्टमाइज भी कर सकते हैं जैसे यहाँ पे
ऐसा टेम्पलेट यूज किया है हमने भी वर्क स्पेस में किया है
जैसे मैकबुक है उसके अंदर प्लेटफॉर्म मल्टीपल स्टूडियो इंस्टॉल नहीं हो सकता तो उसके लिए स्टूडियो में यूज कर सकते हैं
हाँ मैंने कहा
अभी बड़ी वाली बनाया
नहीं अभी तो उसमें तो कोई भी टूल नहीं हो सकता भी ऑटोमेशन का फिक्स्ड वर्जन अगर करना हो
क्रॉस प्लेटफॉर्म है दिक्कत ये है कि स्टूडियो में भी यूज़ करना मेरे पास मैकबुक है तो उसमें वो स्टूडियो में भी यूज़ करना
मेरे को लेना था तो मैंने चेक किया था उसका इसका तो लेने का कोई फ़ायदा ही नहीं है मेरे लिए
Right, you can see how easy you can integrate your conversation AI agent. The only prerequisites, you must create the agent and deploy the agent, and you must have the agent ID. Because once you deploy the agent and chat with your conversation agent, each agent have their own unique ID. So I will show you again like how you can get the ID, and you already have seen how you can prepare the URL, embed with UiPath apps with the help of this iframe controls. This is the another way. You already have seen 3 ways to build the UiPath application. One of the interesting feature I would like to showcase you all to build the real-time application like the website. So how many of you already have created the applications? Do you have any questions so far? Anyone?
guys are able to build the app but not able to include the agent, right? So that you are following, right? So you are able to build the app, but now the next step is how to build the agent. That's where we need to review, right? So if you can review that, how we can do the agent.
Okay. So my next steps is like how you can build the real world applications. Actually, I was trying to cover like how many ways you can build the application. This is the one of the way you can build. But the actual application, I will showcase you how you will build. This is the generic application. You can build the form, you can integrate the iframe. But in the real world, UiPath has the more powerful tool towards custom HTML control. There we can build the actual application, which is I'm going to cover now. Then I will showcase you how you can build your conversation agent, how you can deploy it, how you can get the agent ID and embed it to the UiPath ecosystem. Here it will be seen, it will not be seen, just you need to pass your organization and tenant, this will be seen. Then you need to pass the agent ID. Agent ID will be different, like for me, how can we get this agent ID? Yeah. So once you already have deployed your agent, I will go to this part because I just want to cover each and every step how you can create the application. But one of the core features which I am going to cover it now. Here I will show you like how you can prepare this UI, how you can prepare this UI, how you will get the agent ID. So you guys can just create application and add the element. So we will cover the rest part after the thing. And we will also try to cover like those who are facing the issue. I will help you out how you can deploy your agent.
So guys, if you are lagging behind, take a 10-minute short break. You can just work with the peers and read all those apps. Maybe we can also work with it using that break. Just to make sure that we are on the same page, we can start the next part. I hope you guys are okay with that. Yes, sir. Okay, anybody facing any issue at the moment? Just raise your hand.